So today we're going to be talking about behavior and character. Behavior, character, and personalities are distinct levels in the evolution of human beings. Tell me, what is character? What would you say character is? Anyone? Okay, over there.
To me, character is what you show from when people meet you and people see you. That aura, that personality people see, or your what people see whenever or how you relate with people. That's character to me.
Okay, good. Anyone else?
Anyone else?
No?
Character, I think, are things that you can change. So the things about your behavior or your attitude that are changeable. So if you may have observed things growing up that you picked up on, and you're making the choice whether you want to continue with it or change it.
Good. A character of a person identifies a particular person's qualities. It refers to the kind of a person you are from the inside. It is the values, ethics, and morals you show to others and creates an image for you in somebody's mind. Generally, human beings have different characters, like a cheerful character, jolly good fellow character, introvert or extrovert character, quiet characters, which identifies about oneself. Once formed, it is difficult or impossible job to change one's character. Now, what is behavior? Can anyone tell me that?
I think behavior is the way you act around people. So I would describe it as a specific trait that you have that's common. So when people meet you or when they see you around, it's something that they use to identify you as a person.
Yeah, good. Behavior, on the other hand, the way of behaving, the actions or relations you give to others, that's behavior. So behavior can be defined as the way one acts. It gives a complete picture of a person by looking at the actions or reactions. Your behavior can be changed or be different for your family than for your friends. You can be more polite to your family than your friends. The way you speak to them, politely or rudely, react to their demands, requests, etc., etc. Behavior is the manner in which one manages or carries oneself. Human behavior is influenced throughout one's lifetime. Key differences between character and behavior. A character is a set of qualities that make someone or something different from others. Behavior, on the other hand, refers a way of behaving, the actions of reactions you give to others. Ironically, research has shown that character is the passing on of qualities from parents to children, i.e. hereditary. Their appearance, intelligence, etc. are some qualities that can be passed on from parents to children. In both, character basically defines who you are and the behavior defines what you are. Similarly, between character and behavior are both interrelated. Character has a direct influence on behavior, and the behavior has a direct impact on the character. Both have an equal impact on one's life. For example, if an ordinary man is very smart and popular in his field, everyone will appreciate his work and will love his each and every activity. But as he falls down or does not reach his goal, nobody will allow him to accomplish anything in the ordinary sense of the word. Thus, behavior is the appearance which is externally being supported by the mind and feelings without being confirmed. Character is what holds upright by mind and feelings. Behavior is directed by mind. What is a good character of a person? Can anyone give us an example? Sorry? Yes. Anyone else? Yes. Yes. Trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, citizenship, patriotism. Those are some of the qualities of a good character. Integrity, honesty, perseverance, humility, very important. Because if you're not humble, people can have a different opinion of you. If you come and think, and we've seen typical examples of that. I don't want to get political, but we saw it recently between the PDP and the APC, between their leaders, Compassion, forgiveness, generous, polite, kind, reliable, and self-discipline. These are all part of character. Benefits of a good character. Attracts the trust and respect of others. Allows you to influence others. Changes your perspective about failure. Sustains you through difficult times or opposition. Improves your self-esteem, self-respect, and confidence. Creates a foundation for happy and healthy relationships. Helps you stay committed to your values and goals. Improves your chances of success at work and endeavors. A character is a set of qualities that makes someone different from others. Behavior, on the other hand, the way of behaving, the actions or reactions you give to others. A character identifies a particular person's quality. A person's character is defined by the way she leads. Character of a person is a complex of his mental and ethical traits. I don't know if anyone can tell me a bit about that or ask any questions. No? Good character, you need a good character to lead. Without a good character, especially in your work environment, you're not going anywhere. Does anyone agree with me? So, what do you need in leadership? What character, what would you say to lead in an environment? What would you do if you're in an environment or a company as a good leader? No?
Be open.
Yeah. How would you develop a strong character? Okay. Are people born with character or is it learned?
It can be learned.
Can be learned. What would you say? How would you go about learning, or how would you build your character?
It's a conscious effort. You can go about reading books, and then probably if you have someone that you admire a lot, you can also try as much as possible to emulate good character from them.
Okay, to build a strong character, I believe, you have to decide to be self-supporting. Mo Cheddar said it, no one owes you a living. Seek continual education, no one is perfect. Spread kindness, it may be one of the best ways to build your character. Work on yourself. Pursue excellence, add value. Practice persistence, determined to be determined. Character building, improving certain good or useful traits in a person's character, self-reliance, endurance, and courage. Those are all part of character building. Character provides a foundation for effective leadership. What we achieve as executives and leaders will be shaped far more by the collection of dispositions, habits, and attitudes that make up our character than by our educational skills. The destiny of individuals is determined by personal character. The destiny of an organization is determined by the character of its leadership. Does anyone agree with me on that? Successful organizations rely on essential character, attributes, and behaviors that transcend cultural and ideological boundaries. Without that, it is difficult. And a lot of the companies seek to recruit and be represented by people of exceptional character. Do you agree with me? UBA, for instance, they'll only employ you if you have a 2-1, and you will go through a rigorous test. And they test you not just because of your results. They test you on your character. They test you on your overall being. So character is very important. In leadership, good character counts leadership that achieves results, goes beyond how to be and becomes how to do. This type of leadership is all about character. So again, character is very important. In order to get things done personally and organizationally, one needs to get in touch with their character. Without character, actions can become routine and meaningless. Character helps identify who we really are on the inside. That have both moral as well as economic imperatives. Character is a powerful means of building company cultures that have moral and economic imperatives. Does anyone have any questions on that? Or do they have anything they want to add to that? Well, I think part of character is compassion, spiritual respect, transformation, courage, passion, wisdom. Without all these, we're not going anywhere. Competence, self-discipline, selflessness, these are all part of character. So, do you have a question? Does anyone want to ask anything? How they think they can build their character, or where they think we're going to with character behavior, with character building, for instance?
In Nigeria, right now, or how it has been, a lot of times you see people that are in high position and they don't have good character. And sometimes in the workplace, you see a lot of people with good character and good work ethics, but they somehow find it difficult rising. But then there are other people that we all know they are shady, but they tend to be the ones that keep climbing up. So there's sometimes a disconnect between, okay, yes, I know I should, behave in a certain way, but it seems like society doesn't encourage people to actually build good character.
Okay. Does anyone agree with what she's saying? Do you find this in the private company or in government sector? Both? Well, I think in Nigeria, I still think we're learning, but I still think that we have companies with leaders who have good character. You understand? I think that one day we will get there, by God's grace. Any questions? Can you take one? Sorry?
I said, what's the best way to handle a rude client?
First and foremost, the client is always right. Always. So you don't answer a client with rudeness, you look for how to calm the client down. But you don't tell the client they're wrong, never ever. You just find your way around it. Always remain calm. Don't ever be rude back to a client. Any other questions?
It's with regards to what you just said. Is it okay to give your clients, I would like to say, constructive criticism? Well, in the sense that they're trying to pass a point across, probably in terms of their behavior towards you. Like if they're really, really, really rude to the point of insulting you, is there a way you can still communicate that they don't need to insult you without being rude? Like, is it right to say, like, you know?
No, I don't think it's right to say they shouldn't be rude or they shouldn't insult you. I just think that, you know, it depends on individuals, on what you say to them, you understand? But whatever happens is you must continue to try and calm the client down. But if you get to a state where you feel that you can't talk to the client again, maybe get another colleague involved, because sometimes the person is so angry with you that they don't want to see reason. So I would always call in another colleague to calm the person down if it gets that bad. Any other questions? So do we have...
Good afternoon. My name is Vera. I'm a cinematographer. What if a client gives you a job and you deliver the job, even after delivering the job, and the client doesn't pay you, and you keep calling the client to remind him of the money he's owing you, and still he doesn't pay you, and you just get angry at him? Is it normal, or you still say I should still be patient even after owing you for like months?
First and foremost, before you do a job with a client, you must always document it. And if you try and try and try and you can't get paid, then you get a law, you seek legal means. You understand? You never ever do a job without having it documented. I mean, I'll give you an example. I did a book, Nigeria 100, Look Out to Jonathan, in 2015, celebrating Nigeria's centenary. And I went to a few companies for sponsorship. A couple of them, usually we will take our payment before we print, but a couple of them said they'll pay us afterwards. And after we printed, they wanted to tell us stories. But what we did before we went to print, we had it on paper. You understand? And we didn't get a lawyer, we just wrote them and attached a letter and told them if they don't pay us, we will seek legal means. So it's always better to have it on paper before you do anything, because people are funny. They don't like to pay, especially in Nigeria, you know?
What if in a case where this person that is holding you is your boss, and you know, you've been asking him for like months now, like you just silently say, sir, what about that money? You say, I'm not giving you that money, I'll pay you, don't worry, I'll pay you. And then months goes by, and then you remind him again and say, oh, you mean I'm not giving you? Send me your account details, I'll give you. And then later again, just like that, and it's going months now, and you just said, okay, let me just let it be. Since he doesn't want to give me,
Persistence.
I should not.
Persistence is the key. You continue, especially if you don't have anything documented. You send texts, you send notes. Persistence, but never ever rude. Just continue to persist. Eventually, if they have a conscience, they will pay you. One more person. Let this be the last question, because I'm sure we want to move on to the next item.
When it comes to character for me, I'm like, we have people who actually exude bad character, and I'm beginning to question, like, how can one improve that? Because I feel it surely starts, sometimes it starts from the home, the upbringing. How would you say one can actually build one's character, especially when you come from a place where all your life you've known to be rude? We have people who train their kids to talk rudely to even their help at home. So, and they grow up with that character, they don't know how to be nice.
Once you form a character, it's very difficult to change it. But if you're talking about working on yourself, that is very easy. Do you understand? I can tell you something. Integrity is one. It's part of building your character. Integrity is very, very important. You need integrity. You need to be fair in the way you treat others. You need to be honest. Honesty is very important. You need to be respectful. You need to have passion. Those are ways you can build your character. Can you work with that?
Of course.
Okay. Thank you, everybody.